a dream come true, then that's a whole different story. But one thing for sure that I don't want to come true is the story that I'm reading on page 4.
That's right. It's about the plan to extend term limits for the president and other lawmakers. This is a proposal by Nandi Senator Cherargei, which seeks to amend the constitution and have the term limits for the president and other lawmakers extended. The bill also seeks to create the office of the prime minister, who will be appointed by the president from among members of the party or coalition of majority parties in parliament, and will serve at the pleasure of the president.
Yeah, the bill was first read in the Senate on September 26 before being referred to the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee for consideration. And of course, if this is anything to go by, most of the experts have already, this is a dead on arrival. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna was scathing about the proposal, describing it as dead on arrival and blatantly undemocratic. His own words, he said, and I quote, "I don't know the purpose of extending terms and what purpose it will serve, because the president has a collective term of 10 years, and I think that is enough."
That's actually Senator Catherine Muma who said that, but the Nairobi, of course, senator did say that it was dead on arrival. Also, there is Senator for Homa Bay, that is Moses Kajwang, said that if the country needed any constitutional amendment, it should be to reduce the burden of political leaders on the common man. He said that we have way too many mheshimiwas in this country. Okiya Omtata also echoed those sentiments, rejecting the proposal, questioning the rush to amend the constitution. Now, there is a general feeling that this is just to test the waters and to see if people react to it, if there is pushback automatically, or if there's room for malleability, which I think is why we must be very, very critical and scathing of this bill publicly, and when there is a call for public participation. I think this is just a way to either distract us from our many issues, or to make sure that we are testing waters to see if Kenyans are malleable for changes like this, which ideally cannot happen without a referendum.
And I believe we have a watertight constitution that has been in position to protect us from a lot of things. I mean, if waheshimiwas within 5 years are not able to work, who tells you that within 7 years they're actually going to work? Collective term means that is 14 years. Imagine 14 years of wastage. I'm just thinking about it, because in most of the constituencies, you go there, you'll now start seeing MPs working within the last year because they're seeking re-election. But other than that, I don't think that there would be any kind of pressure. For example, in Kasarani, watu wa Kasarani wamecomplain juzi sana. They've not seen their MP. They don't know where he is. Watu wangu wa nini Embakasi, kwa Babu Owino, there are some inroads that are not really functioning well. So if I'm meant to point out some of the things that are happening, I don't think some MPs actually should be accorded a re-election. And I don't think that 7 years is actually a good period. Because 5 years, if you cannot work within 5 years, then why are we even pointing out and saying that it should be something that should be even considered? So I think
Cherargei, not to mention it's unconstitutional.
Yeah, so Cherargei is actually testing the waters, but of course, according to expert Steve Ogutu, he says that this is not something that the president is not aware of. They're just testing the waters to see if we're going to have a negative reaction.
I mean, the fact that we even have to have this conversation, already it's working if it's meant to be either a distractionary tactic, right, or to test the waters. But of course, the fact that 5 years is not enough, I think we need to make good. When people said they were going to recall MPs during reject finance bill protests, as soon as the IEBC is fully constituted, I think that should be our first agenda of business, so that there's an awareness that even 5 years is not a guarantee if you're not doing the work.
Well,